Howdy, and welcome to the Lunch Table Podcast, a podcast where we hunted down the local tooth fairy and found out it was just a poor man under the bridge.
Pop! Pop!
We got our teeth back. All 109 of them.
Pop! Pop!
That's right, the guy who took them out for me, my right-hand man, Mr. Google himself.
Pop! Pop!
True! The American Sumo Watsonizer. The last thing that tooth fairy saw was nipples and a diaper. Before you took him out.
Yeah. I dressed up as the tooth fairy to kill the tooth fairy.
It's because he took your favorite tooth. Yeah. Rebecca's tooth.
No, my sweet tooth. You missed a diabetic joke. Come on, man.
Dang it. The guy missing his buddy's blood sugar. That's right. Our host with the most.
Illegitimate children.
I only needed a half a one. Half a one's more than none.
How do you have half a child? You can own half a child.
Well, what if you amputated a part of it and kept it? Like hair.
Is that like reverse Siamese twins?
Almost. Yes, talking about that, when I cut hair, is that technically an amputation? Yes.
Cutting your toenail?
I would assume so.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think we need to talk about that a little more.
Yeah. Let's get into it. My average wiener. Drew?
Come back to that.
Drew? You just got us canceled. You can't be doing that.
Why? What'd I do?
You used one of your amendments.
Oh, no, it was hidden behind this the whole time.
That's true. You were stabbing me with the pitchfork. That's what that noise was.
That's
pitchfork noises.
Hello, devil.
I don't know how you make pitchfork noises, but how I make them is like... and there's pitchfork noises.
I guess women can't do that.
Make a pitchfork noises. Oh, pitchfork noises. Dang it.
Make a
pitchfork noises. Pitchfork.
Make a pitchfork noise.
Go ahead. Like a pitchfork. Like you got a semi-automatic pitchfork.
An AR pitchfork.
An AR pitchfork.
No, an automatic one.
Yeah. One pitchfork that you just got to stab the hay one time and it automatically keeps going.
Stab, stab.
That's probably what it really would sound like.
I'm thinking of like a trident gun, like a harpoon gun for underwater fishing.
Like Poseidon himself sings every time you use it. My Triton! Oh my land. Drew, what do you have planned for today?
We're gonna dive into some Olympic athletes.
Ooh, the Olympics.
We're gonna see if you can guess what they do.
Did you see? There's a thing going around. When the Dream Team, the basketball...
The Miracle? Oh, okay.
No, the basketball team with
Okay.
Jordan and all the big guys back then. Right? Larry Bird, Jordan, Magic.
Yeah.
When they played against every other team in the Olympics, there was only 6 other NBA players that they had to battle. Like, that's it. Was 6 others. Today's NBA team that's now in the Olympics is something like 64 opponents are NBA players.
Oh, yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
That's first off. I mean, you kind of see it. Every good white player in the NBA is European.
Well, yeah, or Asian of some kind.
Yeah. Well, that's not. Do we got to pull the chart out? Are they
No, like Luka he's from like Uzbekistan or something like that.
Oh.
That's definitely Asian. That's like Russian Asian.
Yeah, but it's more of the outskirts. You're right, but it's not. I guess it's like India.
Yeah. That's technically.
I know it's technically Asia, but
Yeah.
anyways, I just thought I'd bring that up. A lot of people I saw were like, "Oh, why aren't we dominating like we used to?" Well, the sport got a lot more
Diversifying.
Popular. The sport got a lot more popular throughout the world.
Now, fun fact:
Yeah.
the flag football is actually coming to these Olympics,
Really?
and the NFL was really telling all the NFL players, like, coercing them. Go ahead, go try out for the team.
Yeah.
We want you to do it. I highly doubt that there's going to be any other like NFL players on a different nation's team for that.
You're right. I mean, let's be honest. They put Tyreek Hill on there.
Yeah.
They really don't need anyone else on. Just Tyreek Hill, I feel like, could do it.
Yeah. Well, he was like the one big spearheading it.
I hope they dominate. I love watching this. America. When Olympics come, I am patriotic. Let's go whoop some butt.
Right.
America. I want Eagles right now. Humpaka!
You keep asking that. That's like the third time you've asked for swooping eagles in.
Yeah.
It's not in the budget.
I'm saying it till I get it. I don't care if we got to buy a toy eagle, get some fishing string, and swing it at the camera every time.
If you want to see swooping in eagles, we're on Patreon at the Lunch Table PBJ.
Just a bird in the face.
I'll make it happen.
I'll make it happen. I need my eagles. So, Drew, you had some things you written down you want to bring up.
Oh yeah.
What's one of the juicy details?
The Democratic Party has selected Kamala Harris as their main.
Out of everyone they could have picked.
Yeah. She has not selected a vice president running mate yet.
So here's what I've heard about this going on, the local jibber jabber. Right?
Okay.
A lot of people were saying that. I heard a lot of people basically talk about this before it happened. Right?
Okay.
And they were saying that he's real close to getting to the point that, like, once you select a race, you have to run for so long before you can step down. Right? Or something like that. Well, I guess till someone's allowed to take your place. Right? The Democratic place.
Okay.
So it's not like he can get selected to run for president and just go, yeah, I'm dropping out for the Democratic race or something. There was like some waiting period, right?
Yes.
And they just got past that. So a lot of people are feeling like, oh, they just kind of strung him along with all his issues. And honestly, are we sure it's COVID and not dementia?
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of things that could be going on.
Yeah. And, strung him along. Then another thing they were saying is that he's trying to give campaign money. Apparently he's giving it to her. Or something like that. Basically, she's saying she got it from fundraising.
Yeah.
Like, and they're all talking about how she started, I think, a GoFundMe and stuff and fundraiser. And they're basically saying, like, the $92 million she made was all from fundraising.
Oh, I think it's more than that. I think it's like $250 million that she's accumulated in the last,
24 hours, basically.
I think it's, 3 days or something.
Yeah, it's something stupid.
Yeah, and Trump has raised, $40 million in the last month.
Yes. The hero right now.
Yeah.
Not that he is. I'm not saying he is. I'm just saying right now, as the campaign runs, that's the story we're at right now.
Right. Also, one of the things that's happening, there's a Democratic congresswoman who is putting in a motion to activate the 25th Amendment, which says that when a president is unable to fulfill their duties, it becomes the vice president's and so on and so forth's duties as it flows down.
Yes.
You know this, if a president gets shot, the vice president becomes the president. Everybody kind of moves up just a line of succession. However, Biden signing that paper saying that I am unfit to continue the race has transposed into I am unfit to continue being president.
Yeah, but how okay, you're the vice president, right? Especially with Biden. You're like, man, I'll definitely get get a shot here, right?
COVID.
Let's do it. Like, I'm definitely getting at least 3 years,
Yeah.
you know? And now it's like, I might get a couple months.
Yeah, but it'll be a historic couple months.
Yeah, but you won't get to decide much.
No, that doesn't matter. It will set precedent of the first female president and the first female black president.
Cool. I thought we shouldn't care about race or sex. Oh. Unless now race and sex is important.
Oh yeah,
Dude,
well that's who's
straight up.
that's who the vote is.
If you sit there and vote for someone because they're a woman or because of their skin color, you're wrong. That's wrong. You should vote for whoever's best off to lead this country.
There is a complete fight about that where if you vote for somebody because they're not a woman or not because they're
100%.
like that's wrong too.
Yeah, all that should be thrown out. It's
Yeah.
who's the best to lead the country.
Yeah.
Period.
Mm-hmm.
Simple as that. Kamala Harris ain't one of them. I mean, her track record ain't that great.
I haven't done much digging into her.
Dude, she's kind of like the Clintons.
I hear that you have a Sleepy Joe story.
I do. Talking about Sleepy Joe, and remember when he was sniffing women?
Yeah.
Yeah. He got too old for that at some point.
What the kids did or he did?
No, Joe got too old to be sniffing kids.
Yeah.
At some point. He got just too much dementia. He couldn't find them. He couldn't find where the children were anymore.
Couldn't run around and catch him anymore.
Yeah. That's also... Any hoozles. There's this guy at bowling.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
He's not all the way there.
Okay.
You know, his car is missing fourth gear. You get what I'm saying?
He bought your old one?
Fifth gear. That was missing fifth.
Oh, okay.
This dude doesn't even have 5 gears. He had 4 and 1 blew out.
Oh, so now it's a 3 on the tree.
Yeah, that's a 3 and that weird one that doesn't do anything. Your second neutral.
Yeah. Yep.
He has 2 neutrals. Well, a lot of people have been calling him creepy. Right? Because this guy is a little behind. And
Like-
he's
Like
just...
P. Diddy creepy?
Yes.
Or like Weird Al Yankovic creepy?
No, like P. Diddy creepy.
Okay.
Okay. First off, it all started because this guy likes to stare. He's like, I would have to say late 40s. And of course, because he's not all the way there, you know, he doesn't really take care of himself. Okay. Like he's playing the jug. That's the only instrument you can hand this guy, the jug. Here you go.
Washboard pretty easy.
I wouldn't trust him. He just stares at people. Like, dude, like intense. Just, you feel something, you look, and he's over in the corners.
Does he shake?
No, he's just off in thought, but it weirds you out. Okay? Now, it doesn't weird me out so much because I look over there and I go, he's probably daydreaming and not knowing what he's looking at.
Yeah.
But some of the ladies...
My ADHD goes rampant too, bud.
All right. Some of the ladies really don't like it. And I was like, yeah, you know, he's just an off character. And Jared comes up to me and goes, hey, man, I just saw him take a picture of your girlfriend. Now, this is the second picture. So, like, the next week, I'm like, I have to talk to this guy.
Right.
I'm feeling weird about it because, like,
What's the goal? Are you just talking to him? You want him to delete the photo?
No, I don't care about that. I mean, like...
You want him to apologize?
Not really. I just want to sit him down because he also wants to join my league. So I want to sit him down and be like, hey.
Can't do that.
You can't do that. And if I see you doing it again to, like, my girlfriend, we're going to have issues. Like, I can't say too much. Have you seen her Instagram or TikTok? Like, you want to see some photos, they're on there, bud. Just it's out there. You don't need to be taking pictures, okay?
Yeah.
So the next, you know, we're all talking about it, and the next week comes, and I'm like, man, I'm really good at talking to him about this. But then he comes up, and he's talking to me, and, you know, I'm starting to feel bad. And I'm like, if I talk to him, I'm going to yell, and I don't know if I want to yell at this guy. You know, like, I'm not always good at keeping my composure in these moments.
Just do it.
And he starts showing me pictures of all these other people he took.
Like their butts?
No. The one guy was a pizza delivery guy, and he took a picture at Domino's because he had a rat tail. Then he took a picture of it, and then I'm putting it together like, Oh, I don't think these pictures are sexual in nature. I think he finds things interesting or like something that he wants to show or talk to people about, and he takes them, and he takes a lot of pictures. And then I'm
did
like,
Sharon have the rat tail when the pictures were taken?
no, but she had a big afro.
Okay.
You know, I think she had an afro or nice hair.
Well,
right?
last week she had a rat tail.
Right, I know. That's what I'm saying. Braids and afro. So like, he was showing me different hairstyles. Maybe he liked her hair.
Maybe.
You know. And then I kind of let it go for the night. I still got to have a talk with this guy. But now my emotions are like everywhere with this. Because like, I don't know how to handle it.
I wonder if we should make that the poll for the week.
Is Carl going to yell at this dude or not? Am I going to? Because I don't know. I might sit him down and I might talk to him and be real nice.
Here's your poll for the week. 50-50. Nobody's true, nobody's false. Until we know for sure. Is CJ going to yell at this gentleman at his bowling?
Right. Gentleman's a strong word, but yeah. Also, while I'm still angry, there's this commercial I saw. So, dude, we were sitting there. We saw this commercial pop up on our way here. It's a GL8 or something, GL something. It's a weight loss shot. Basically, like an insulin shot, but for weight.
Manjaro and Ozempic.
Other stuff like that, sure. But this commercial.
There's a South Park movie made about Ozempic.
Yes. It's hilarious.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, it's a special. I'm going to call it.
Yeah, it's a weight loss injection. Though.
Yeah. But a weight loss injection. And what cracks me up about this is in the commercial, they're selling it by saying, if you use this while eating right and working out, you may lose up to 20% more body fat. Okay, well, if you're just going to eat right and work out, fuck that. Fuck the shot. You don't need the shot.
Do you know why these medicines work?
Probably because it's like insulin, ain't it? Or something like that.
I mean, it was derived from diabetic.
Yeah.
The general idea is that it curbs your appetite. It makes you want to eat less.
Sure. What's going to happen if you stop using that?
Oh, you go back up.
Yeah, you get really hungry because you're not used to feeling hungry.
Right. One guy that I know, he is on it, and he had to he stopped taking it because it was out of his pharmacy, and he couldn't get it for like 2 or 3 weeks.
And ballooned up.
Well, yeah, he had lost like 10 or 15 pounds while he was on it, and then it just kind of came back.
No, it doesn't just kind of come back. It doesn't just kind of. What? Once you didn't have it and you felt a little hungry, you went and shoved your face full again?
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't solve no issue. You didn't solve the problem, bro. Stop taking these drugs and just work out.
You're also
eat clean.
Don't I know it?
I know. You're living proof of it.
You're also supposed to like wean yourself off it.
Even worse. So it's such a hard drug.
No. You like wean up to it where you're using it for a little while, get down to a prescribed or down to a selected weight, and then you kind of just take yourself back off it.
There's still no point to this.
What? You lose weight.
Okay, if you work out and eat right.
What about liposuction?
Liposuction, you don't have to work out.
Right.
That makes sense. Okay, like as a lazy person, that makes sense for me to spend money on liposuction where I don't have to do anything. I'm not fat. Where if I'm going to the gym anyways and gonna pump some iron and then have to go home and cook me some spinach and give me some omega fats and some healthy protein, why would I also take a shot?
It just does it faster, apparently.
Does it?
I don't know the studies.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, ask yourself, does it? Because if you're taking that shot, but you also cleaned your diet and you're working out, is it the shot doing it?
Could be.
No, dude, no. No, it's Americana again.
I think it's pretty much lawyer talk where they have to be like, all right, if you're eating like shit after you start taking it, but you didn't eat like shit before, then obviously it's not going to work.
Yeah, then it really doesn't help you, like, it's bullshit. It curves your appetite. At that point, cigarettes can come out and call themselves a fucking weight loss drug. Because it curves your appetite.
Kind of.
Hey, we curve your appetite. Just smoke a bunch of cigarettes and you won't get fat.
I mean, it works for crack.
It kind of does work for crack. You see what kind of life that gives you, though? Is being that skinny worth it?
I don't want to be an Olsen twin.
Do you want to be able to fit through a crack of a door? Is that worth it?
All right, man. On a weird note here, I have two stories. They're in Yellowstone the other day. 7:23, so yesterday.
Okay.
There were people that were walking through Biscuit Basin. Biscuit Basin is a big, giant reflecting pool of sorts that has a geyser underneath it.
Okay, so there's a geyser underneath the pool of water.
Right.
Okay.
It is not Old Faithful.
Yeah.
Just for that to clear. So here's the video.
Old Faithful's up out of the water, right?
Yeah, it shoots water.
Yeah, it shoots water.
So watch this. This is the video of the geyser exploding.
Holy crap.
And there are people on this walkway that are just kind of sitting there looking at it.
How hot's the water?
I mean, it's steam.
That's what I'm saying. Can people get like 5-degree burns from it? Because that's gonna be pretty hot.
Yeah.
I'm assuming like if that touches you, that's dangerous.
Yeah.
So to be standing there just looking at a cloud that's gonna burn your ass.
There's another video of closer.
Yeah.
And you can see debris, chunks of debris and mud and rock and everything falling on this pathway with people on it.
How many people died?
Nobody died, as far as I know.
Oh, okay. Well, how big of a disaster no one died?
It just is crazy. This is the aftermath.
Wasn't there a volcano that went off not too long ago?
Yeah, I forget where that was at. This is the aftermath. Just a giant crater.
You know what it kind of reminded me of?
What?
It like reminds me of when you have a really big zit
And it leaves a crater after
that you felt coming in for like 2 weeks, and you've been waiting to pick it. Then you go to pick it, and it's being stubborn. Then you finally get it. And it's one of the ones that shoot at your mirror. You know what I mean? I feel like the Earth just did that.
You can audibly hear it pop.
Yeah. The Earth did that right now.
Yeah.
That's what geysers are. It's acme of the Earth.
The second thing that I have for you is a polar bear died.
Oh.
Yeah.
How?
Sad story. In Calgary, at the zoo, one of their polar bears died. And the reasoning behind it is the two bears were playing with each other. The 7-year-old polar bear is the one that passed away. The 8-year-old polar bear is the one that was kind of instigating the play fight.
Yeah. Murderer.
Wound up giving a big whack to the 7-year-old polar bear. And it never came up out of the water.
So it probably got knocked out and then drowned.
Yes. That is exactly what happened.
Yeah, it gave it a big old paw smack where if they were up in the land, he would just be out there unconscious.
Right.
That's sad.
Yeah. So, because it died...
Do you think it knows it? Do you think it knows it killed its buddy?
Yeah, probably.
You know, like,
I mean,
whacked him too hard.
I mean, cats can feel when each other's going, and dogs and stuff.
Yeah. Elephants bury each other.
Right.
What a poor guy.
A polar bear.
Yeah, a poor guy who's captured.
Yeah.
And he's trying to let out just a little extra steam.
Yeah.
Kills his only friend.
But when the polar bear died, they had to retrieve the body, and then they did an autopsy on it to figure out the cause of death, which is very common, and it's actually mandated by zoos.
Okay.
Whenever a animal in a zoo dies, they have to figure out why.
Well, that makes sense.
Suddenly.
Yeah.
If there's like a 15-year-old parakeet that passed away, 16, obviously they're going to be like, okay, it died from that. We don't have to do an investigation.
There's a 500-year-old tortoise.
Right. We kind of figured it was going to happen.
Right. Any minute. It's kind of like Skittles every time or near the end when I saw him just laying still, like, oh my god, did it happen?
Is it time? But the reason that I bring this up is because they said that they had to find out if the polar bear was dead and just chilling at the bottom, breathing all it wants to. Or
Breathing
whatever.
what?
Just,
It's underwater.
right, but like
It wouldn't be breathing.
coming up and sneaking a thing and then going back down. What I'm saying is you don't have any idea where this fucking polar bear is.
That's true.
And you're going to walk into a cage, an enclosement where this thing could eat you without thinking about it.
Yeah.
And then you have to figure out where it is.
Yeah, but I feel like in the water, you're all right. Are they still better than you? Yeah, because they hunt in the water. But, like, I feel like if it's somewhere, if I can see the land, right, and I know it's not on the land, and I know it has to come from the water, and I haven't seen it in days, I'm a little happy. I'll go in there.
Okay. So you figure out it's in the water.
Yeah.
Then you have to be the fucking asshole to jump into the pond
Yeah.
to look and see if it's dead.
Oh, it's definitely dead.
Then you find out it is dead.
Dude, first thing I would do if I peeked my head in the water, saw the polar bear, I'd Google, how long can they hold their breath and wait longer than that, then go get it.
So they had to drain the pool and go get the body.
They drained it?
They had to drain the pool.
Pussies.
So, dude, even in water...
I would have scuba Steve that shit.
Okay, how would you go about doing it? How did they do it even draining the pool?
One straw.
No, like, I would assume there's a drain, and, like, that's a
Maybe.
man-made
How do you know it's not straws?
No, I'm saying, how do you get the body up out of there? A crane?
Yeah.
Is there a crane just chilling in a zoo?
I'd probably be fired, now that I think of it. Because if I'd put my head down and saw the bear, but waited long enough for it to drown,
Yeah.
they'd fire me. They'd be like, dude, this is not what you're
Come on,
here
you
for.
could have saved it.
Yeah, you're here to help them.
Jump in there.
Just get in there.
All right, dude. So, we're going to start into our game. But real quick, I want to talk about the Olympics. The Olympics are right around the corner. Friday is the opening ceremonies. However, there are some games that are actually being run before the opening games. Like earlier today, there was a France and U.S. Men's soccer. Like a lot of soccer had been going on today.
Yeah.
I haven't had the opening ceremonies yet. What are you doing?
Do we have a chance?
No, we lost.
Oh. I know the women's soccer team might, but
Yeah. I think it's double elimination, so we might still have a chance. But
okay.
have you heard about the beds at the Olympics?
The beds?
The beds.
Bets or beds?
BEDS.
No.
The beds for the Olympic athletes
Yeah.
are made out of cardboard.
What?
They are made out of cardboard and Brillo pads for cushions. Essentially, it's like sleeping on a scrub daddy.
Why?
Because it's cheap, not economical. During a lot of the other Olympics, there is a lot of good-looking people that are coming together. So sex rates rise at the Olympics.
It's a bunch of athletes who are all a bunch of drugs and just ready.
Right.
Yeah.
So like Sochi, there was like a super STD going around the athletes.
Yeah, that's actually why they hand out like condoms and stuff all the time.
Right. So this bed, actually being made of cardboard and Brillo pad, is being used as a deterrent to have multiple people sleep on the bed at once.
Ah.
Yeah.
And it's kind of smart.
Kind of smart.
The athletes are going to perform horribly.
Yeah.
I don't know how you put your athlete in a really shitty thing like that.
I guess you can customize it. There's a whole different levels of Brillo pads. And they say that it's actually not bad.
Well, then if it's not bad, aren't I going to invite someone on it?
I don't know.
Right? Like, even if it's made out of junk, but everyone else's bed's made out of junk and the junk's comfortable, I'm still going to invite you. What you need to do is, like, you got to sporadically give people some. You know, well, that wouldn't work either because then everyone would go to the nice beds.
Why wouldn't you just do it on the floor?
I mean, there's a lot of gymnasts.
Right.
A lot of things you can put.
Take
them
that Brillo pad, throw it on the floor.
in. Is it one big solid Brillo pad?
No, it's 3 individual Brillo pads. You have your head, your body, and your feet that can be all different varying thicknesses depending on what you want.
Okay. Because the way I was thinking of it was like hand-sized, all stitched together like a raft.
No, they're
With like cardboard under, like maybe laid down underneath it like you're going to break dance.
no, it's like an actual like height bed. You remember the beds that I had in college?
People are going to sit on cardboard and trust it.
Yeah. Hey. the other thing before the game here, have you heard anything about the river?
Another dirty river.
It is the dirty river.
Where's the Olympics at this year?
Paris. The river has problems with E. coli because
course.
there's just a whole bunch of shit in the river.
Yeah, because it's the French.
And up until last year, they had to spend $20 million or something to redirect all the sewage lines so that it didn't pump into the river.
That's wonderful. They've been pumping their shit into the river forever.
Yeah.
Until that moment.
Yes.
Since its creation, until that moment, they've been flooding their poop in the river.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you, French.
It gets so good here. In order to have an area for the long cross swimmers, they need to swim in the river.
You're going to tell me.
Olympic athletes need to swim in the river and canoe in the river.
You're going to tell me that they don't have the canoe. I don't know what. Yeah, just don't flip your canoe. At least you're outside the pool water. But the swimmers, you're going to really tell me there's not one pool in all of France that could accommodate that?
No, it's like long distance swimmers, like marathon swimmers.
Oh, well, can't they just
and like
do laps in the
5Ks
pools?
and I mean, they could probably, but it's a busy thing. Like the pool's probably all taken up.
Even more interesting.
What's crazy is
Racetracks have like different sizes.
Yeah.
And there's smaller ones where you're always turning. And you got to learn how to pass in a turn, you know? It might be more interesting. Just saying.
What's funny is the river is supposed to be good enough.
Oh, great.
By Friday.
Yeah, the American standard. It's kind of drinkable. Except Michigan. Don't. You got to Obama that. You ever see Obama take a sip of Michigan water?
No.
Dude, it's the most pathetic sip of water you'll ever see. He's like, he stops his speech and he's like, and I'm thirsty. And he walks over and he goes, he like puts it down as he's trying to drink it, like at the same time. And he's like, that wasn't a stunt. I just want to let everyone know we didn't plan that as a stunt. I just want water. Like, okay.
All right, dude, let's get into the game here. We're going to try and make this pretty quick.
Yes, sir.
I want you to tell me what sport these athletes do.
Sports. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I thought jobs, but okay.
How well are you versed in Summer Olympics
Very
sports?
little, knowing who is who. I would say the only one I might get is women's tennis.
No.
Isn't that a Summer Olympic sport?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Let me go through a couple, just so you know. Archery, gymnastics, swimming, athletics, badminton, softball, basketball, volleyball, boxing, breaking, canoe, cricket, cycling, diving, horses, fencing, flag football, being a soccer, golf, hockey. I did not know hockey was a winter one too. Judo, karate, lacrosse.
It's a summer one?
Yeah, that's what the Olympics website says. Mm-hmm. Rowing, rugby, sailing, shooting, skateboarding, sports climbing, squash, surfing, swimming, table tennis, taekwondo, tennis, trampoline, triathlon, volleyball, water polo, weightlifting, and wrestling. So,
Jesus Christ.
just so you have an idea about what we're going to do.
Yeah,
so,
all of them.
So as a freebie...
That's gymnastics, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is Simone Biles, Team USA.
Of course, I know her.
Mind you, this is the people that you vote for. All right. So yeah, but you got it. She's a gymnast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very young when she won, right?
I think so. Yeah,
Maybe
she
like
was
15
she was
or
one of the
something.
youngest. Let's do Zhang Hao Hao.
Yeah. You can't.
Zhang Hao Hao.
Oh, 100%. That's ping pong.
Ping pong.
Ping pong. Was that even named?
That's very racist. And her name is Zhang Hao Hao.
Should I? What about Shang Hao Hao?
Zhang
Yeah.
Hao Hao.
How?
You say ping pong.
I'm saying ping pong.
You think she does ping pong?
Yeah. Was that even one of the things on there?
Yeah.
Okay.
She is a skateboarder.
She kind of looks like a dude there.
She is the youngest athletes in these Olympics at 11 years and 11 months
Oh.
for China.
Oh, good for her. I didn't even realize. Dude, skateboarding is one of the things I don't get. Because every move to me looks really much the same. Pretty much the same. You know, and then they go, oh, this one's a 10 and this one's an 8. Like, it was the same move.
Too many count the spins.
Yeah, but dude, even then, it's not, I don't know. I just don't get it. I don't get it.
How about Jill Irvin here? Canadian?
Canadian. She rides horses. She looks like a horsewoman.
Bold of you to say riding horses. She is 66 years old, I'm pretty sure. 66 or 65 years old.
Is that like a young person thing?
No, this is
I thought
it's a lot of wear and tear on a 65-year-old.
Is it? I don't know. I think I've seen a lot of old people ride horses.
Yeah, dude, because you're right. She's an equestrian.
I've seen a lot of old people ride horses. She looks like a horse. That's how I knew.
Horse girl. Okay. What about Nikki Hiltz?
You know what she does? She's a rower.
A rower.
Yeah, she rows her canoes.
As you can see, Team USA, she's 29.
Okay.
Ooh. I feel bad about that.
What?
Nikki Hiltz here is actually a transgender,
Really?
non-binary
Really?
athlete.
Dude, as long as you're not coming at me telling me you're a lesbian and non-binary, I'll swallow it, I guess. But I'm telling you, that ain't surprising. I can see with my eyes.
So you say rowing?
Yeah.
All right. Nikki is actually a distance runner.
That works too.
Middle distance.
That works too. Yeah. Look at his biceps.
Actually,
If you're non-binary, how are you allowed to compete in a woman's sport? Because you're not a woman.
born a woman.
Yeah, but they don't identify as a woman. They're saying they're not a woman. They're non-binary.
Right.
How-
This is a hot button issue.
I'm just saying, how can you compete? How?
Genetically, she's a woman.
No. Fine.
What advantage does she have?
Fine.
What advantage does Nikki have over?
I don't care about that. I care about view this, right? Think about this. If you sign up for a woman's sport to compete in a woman's sport, but you're also saying that you don't identify with any gender, you signing up for that sport is saying you identify with the gender. It's saying that you believe you're a woman.
Yeah. We're not going to get into it.
I just hate. Listen, the non-binary thing, I just don't get. You can't claim nothing. You can't claim neither side and then join something saying you're one of the sides.
Moving on. Logan Edra. I believe Team USA.
I feel like it's some type of weird sport. Polo. I'm gonna go polo.
Polo?
Yeah,
Polo or water polo?
water polo.
Okay. Both are wrong. She is a breaker. Do you know what breaking is as a sport?
No, but you know what I was gonna say, but I know it was gonna be wrong. She looks like a curler,
A curler.
but I know that's not till winter.
No, she's a break dancer. Break dancing is an Olympic sport. Did you know that?
That's stupid. That's not like. I don't think that's really. Yeah. Sure.
Next, I have Ryder and Chase Dodd, two brothers on the same Olympic team. So it is a team sport,
Okay.
as a kind of an easy thing for you.
So it has to be like,
What do they do?
I don't know. It's a team sport.
Team sport.
So there has to be two people. Are they rowers?
It can be more than two people if you want.
Oh, in the team sport?
Yeah, in the team. So it doesn't just have to be
Oh,
a two-person.
we'll go soccer.
Soccer?
Yeah. They don't
Okay.
look like it. They look too fat, but maybe are they Americans, you said?
Yeah, they're American.
Oh, dude, they could definitely be on an American soccer team. We suck.
They're water polo.
Water polo.
Yeah, water polo, bud.
He looks bigger in that photo. he looked like he had some boobies in the other one.
What about Eliud Kipchoge?
I don't even know. First off, I hope it doesn't pick up that sound in the mic.
I know.
Dude, I don't even remember boxing.
Boxing.
Yeah, he looks like a boxer.
Those are some skinny arms for boxing.
I mean,
Would you like to know where he's from?
is he a long distance runner?
He is from Kenya. Yes, he is a long distance runner. Potentially the greatest long distance runner.
First, you yell at me for being racist, and now you're saying, "Hey, you should have guessed. You should have guessed the racist one."
I didn't know such thing. Ilona Mayer.
I feel like she's packing more heat than me.
She's a beefy gal.
That's weightlifting right there.
Beefy.
If she ain't doing like deadlifts, right? Weightlifting's part of the.
Yeah. Weightlifting
She's
is a sport.
weightlifter. She's a weight or a boxer
Or a boxer.
And if not,
What
that's
happens?
a strong jaw, bro.
What happens if you put the two of What happens if you put the two of those together? Boxing and weightlifting.
Boxing and weightlifting,
Yeah.
you'd be either punching a weight
Okay. Now make it a team sport.
of punching weight.
Yeah.
Who punches a bunch
Make
of
it a
weights?
team sport.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Who would?
Come on, follow through with me. You
I
got
don't know.
it.
I don't know who would punch a bunch of weights.
Just throw a guess.
As a team sport, who all fights as a team?
Come on. Oh, that's a good hint.
Karate? I don't know.
Dumb it down.
So it's not karate. It's not boxing because that's one-on-one.
Right.
What would be?
Add a ball.
Oh, football?
Close.
Rugby.
Rugby.
Yeah, she looks. Yeah. Yeah.
She is a
100%. What? Yeah. I should have known. You can smell rugby on her now.
What about Armand?
And still, to this point, she looks more like a woman than the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah, just saying.
What about Armand Duplantis
Come on.
from Spain?
In shorty shorts and his old shirt. Does he pole vault?
No shot. He's a pole vaulter. How'd you guess that?
His size. He's really jacked but small and slender. And then honestly, the uniform, I knew that was a track uniform. So then I went, okay, what makes you jacked while doing track? And there's only two things. Sprinting or pole vaulting. Well, I guess long jump could, but he's not long-legged enough.
Okay. What about Carissa Moore? Team USA?
Yeah, Chris Moore. She seems like she'd do some extreme sport, it feels like.
Okay.
But besides skateboarding, what other extreme sport is there on there? Is it skateboarding?
It could be skateboarding. Would you like to guess skateboarding?
Yeah, why not?
Surfing. She was born in Hawaii.
Okay, yeah, extreme sport. Yeah,
she's a
makes
surfer.
sense.
She's a surfer.
I told you, some extreme sport.
You hit it pretty close. All right, but here's our last one.
Okay.
PV Sindhu. Her actual name is capital P,
Yeah.
capital V,
Yeah.
Sindhu.
There's only one person who would name their kid that, and that's a fencer.
A fencer.
Yeah.
Team India, by the way.
It looks like a fencer.
Yeah.
Right? All skinny and straggly like fencers look.
Yeah.
And like, I feel like you would throw that on there.
I could.
Skinny, long distance running, maybe. That'd keep you skinny. Gymnastics. It could be gymnastics, like the rings or like, what's the little flibby bars?
Oh, the double bars.
The
Parallel bars.
Yeah, the parallel bars. No, I'll go fencing.
Fencing?
Sure, yeah.
She plays badminton.
Oh, okay. Close.
Pretty close, bud.
Dude, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Badminton gets serious at,
Yeah.
at like home games, let alone Olympics.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if we had a 10-year beef of badminton and we were going to play for like a huge crowd? That shit would get intense.
Every 4 years.
Yeah. I'm coming back at you.
We're on Anchor, Apple, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and Lunch Table PBJ. That's probably how you're listening to us right now. So if you are,
Go ahead and doing that.
we're on YouTube and Rumble at the Lunch Table PBJ. That might be how you're watching us right now. So if you are,
Go ahead and doing that.
we're on Twitter at Lunch Table PBJ. That's how you can stay up to date in some of the stuff that we're doing, as well as take care of our polls. Remember, our poll this week is if you think CJ is going to yell
Ah!
at one of the sensitive people on his team.
Yeah. We can call him.
He's Crystal Light.
Yeah, we'll call him Crystal. That's a good one. Crystal Light. Paul yell at Crystal Light.
We're on Facebook at the Lunch Table PBJ, as well as our fan page, The Munchies. That's how you can really stay up to date in everything that we're doing, as well as tell us how we're doing.
Woo!
Ask us how we're doing. We'll ask you back, probably.
And don't tell us how we're doing.
Yeah. We're on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube Shorts at the Lunch Table PBJ. CJ takes care of those. He does a wonderful job, and stroke it.
Ego, he means.
Stroke his ego.
Yeah. Always stroke my ego.
And lastly, the second time I'm mentioning this, we're on Patreon at the Lunch Table PBJ. If you want to be one of those people that gives a little bit extra, I will use that extra to make flying eagles.
I need soaring eagles! I need them in my life! Please, go
CJ, go ahead and take us home.
Drew, I want to thank you for being you and always putting up with my ADD ass. Sharon, I want to thank you for showing up, and you were wonderful today. Thank you for stopping by and watching us entertain you and all that fun stuff, or just listening. My little piece of advice.
I got one.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
I'll do mine after.
Okay. My little piece of advice is donate to those who don't need it. Because worst case scenario, they'll use it for soaring eagles. I need them.
My little tidbit is something that I had read earlier today. It's very mind-boggling to me. If you have a cup of coffee and somebody bumps into you and you spill it, coffee.
Yeah.
That's what's in it. If you have tea and somebody bumps into you spill tea. So it's not the act of what somebody's doing that happens is what spills out. It's what you have inside the cup that spills out. So if you have anger and hate and racism and sexism in your cup, when it happens, that's what come out.
You're saying the liquid inside the cup is my inner me.
Yeah.
And you're saying no matter how much I change the outer cup,
Yeah.
if all I am is coffee, there's always going to be a coffee spill.
Yeah. But
That's
if you fill
beautiful.
the inside with good things,
Mm-hmm.
joy, kindness,
Whiskey.
when you spill your cup, that's what comes out.
Yeah, you might get arrested though if you get whiskey.
Come.
As you are. Hey, pop! Bye.
Au revoir.
Yeah, I like. Honker song.
Oh, goodbye.
Dude, the world is coming to a weird point. It's getting really weird out there. People doing weird things. Because election. Yeah.
Will you please tell Sharon that you have an average wiener?
I have an average wiener, Sharon. Thank you. Dude, I keep telling her that. She's like, that honker's huge. And I'm like, dude, no, it's not. It's an average wiener. And I just feel bad for the other one she has been with.